Get fast, reliable internet for any budget. Now qualifying customers can get Xfinity Internet free through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right, free high-speed internet from Xfinity. And Internet Essentials customers can get equipment included at no extra cost. Get started today.
We change our minds every day. About 1 million things a day. This is no different. You can't be afraid to be wrong. You can't be afraid to say, you know what, I'm just going to rethink this thing. People are not dying getting the vaccine. I better rethink this thing. I'm going to go call my doctor and have a discussion one more time. It is okay to change your mind.
Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome to Dr. Verna's Virtues. Welcome back for those of you who are my regular crew. For those of you who are brand new, welcome. Please listen in. Subscribe. Tap the little button down there, subscribe, and tell your family and friends and your coworkers to listen in every week. Some things are going on. There's a lot going on in our world. There's a lot going on in our lives. And I've just been thinking more and more lately about what is the next level? How do you get yourself to your next level? As an entrepreneur, as an individual, even as a family, how do you get yourself to your next level? And just recently, in our own podcast team, our podcast lead sent us a note and said, you know what? We've got to sound better. We've got to look better. We need new microphones. We need this and that. And I thought, you know what? That's called leveling up. How to level up. So I thought I'd talk about that today because there's a way to level up in your own life. There's a way to level up in your own business. But before we talk about leveling up, let's first of all just get our personal power intact and make sure we know where we're going. All right. Put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something new and positive with my life by taking a new positive action step. So be sure that you take that positive action step and move your life forward. Give your life a signal that it's time to move. So I have been having this conversation about how do you level up? How do you get to that next level? So I'm going to give you a couple of strategies to make that happen today. First of all, to get to your next level, you have to know two really big things. One, you have to know what you've been very good at, very successful at. And two, you have to know what you have failed at. Two things. Now, we tend to avoid the failure part, but the truth of the matter is that in the failure, there are some lessons for you. And we tend to want to focus on the success part. But the truth of the matter is that there are some things in your successes too that have some lessons for you. So to level up, you first begin by doing your homework. And what is your homework? Take a look at what have you been successful at. Now, not just what you've been successful at, but here's the next critical question to ask yourself. Why was I successful? Yes, I did this thing with my business. Yes. I created more progress in my programs. Yes. I wrote a book. Yes. I got more consulting jobs. Yes. I did this. I did that. But why did it work? Not just the what worked, what was successful, but then also why was it successful? And why am I asking you to do that? Because out of the whys, you're going to get the strategy. So then you begin to know what strategies did you use to get the results you got. Let me say it again. What strategies did you use to get the results you got? Okay. So after you've done that research on your successes, you do the very same thing on your failures. What major failures have you had? What did you work really hard at and it just didn't work? So let's not just focus on the fact that it didn't work. Ask yourself the question, why didn't this work? Why didn't that particular strategy work? Why didn't that particular project work? What was going on? Was it an emotional issue with me? Was it an effort issue? In other words, I just didn't give enough effort. Was it a network? In other words, I didn't have the right people around that thing. Why did I fail at that thing? So the first thing you do is you do your research. So you've done your research on yourself. What have I been successful at? Two, what have I failed at and why? Get those lessons. You want to do is you want to take a look at where do you want to go? Okay. Now, to do this, you have to have a really clear sense of direction. If you have too many places you want to go, I can tell you, you will go nowhere. Let me say it again. If your vision is scattered, in other words, you want to go here, 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 you are going to go nowhere. Why? You will spend all of your time trying to figure out which pathway you want to go to. So a part of this work is to get laser focused on what is it that you want to level up in your life. What part of your life do you want to level up? What part of your business do you want to level up? And focus in on that thing. So the second thing is focus. First is research. Secondly is focus. Now the third thing, this is hard for all of us. Okay, this is hard for all of us. We have to literally let go of what we think really works. Because here's the reality. What worked in 2020 might not work in 2022. The strategy you used in 2021 may not work in 2030, wherever you are in your life. So what you want to do is you want to be able to release and let go of what you think was the way to do it, what you think was the work to be working on, and particularly what you think was the strategy to get it done. Because vision stays the same, but strategies change. Let me say it again. Vision stays the same. Your focus is not going to change. If you want to accomplish that particular thing, whatever it might be, whether it's a book or finances or relationships, whatever it might be, or your business, if you want to focus on that thing, the focus doesn't change, but your strategies do. And here's where we make mistakes. We tend to be so connected to our strategies because guess what? Those strategies worked before, but those strategies are no longer working. So what do we have to do? We have to release our strategies and allow ourselves to embrace new strategies. That means that we have got to be willing to learn new strategies. And to do that, you need some new network. You have got to connect with a new network. Now, I'm not saying to you, let go of your old network, not at all. But what I am saying to you is that your life is presenting you with some new people, some new networks. And here's what happens when you begin to expand your network. You begin to invite new levels of strategy, new levels of thinking, new levels of problem solving, new levels of resources into your life. Many of us, myself included, we have missed opportunities because we were so just holding on to our strategy. Our vision was strong and remained strong, but we were so tied to our strategy. Let me tell you, if you're going to level up, you'll still have the same vision. You will still have the same focus, but your strategies will change, which also means that your network will change. I'll give you an example. Just this morning, I got off a call with an organization that wants to do some work with us. And I basically said to them, you tell me what you want to do. You tell me what you want to do. Because I knew it was time to level up. And I knew that what I've been doing in the past, it worked a little, but it didn't work as much as I wanted it to work. So I know I need new strategies. I know I need new ways to problem solve. So when the person got on the call with me, they had put together a PowerPoint. They had all of their items that they want to present to me. And some of the strategies, guess what? I'd never used before. Some of the strategies I wasn't even familiar with. But here they were saying to me, I'm in your network now. I have a new level of resources for you, new level of thinking. Dr. Verna, are you open to a new strategy. No, I'm not trying to change your vision. I just want to give you some new strategies, some new ways of doing your work. And I'm so thankful. And just so you know, to level up, it does take a level of humility, because what you're really saying is that you don't have all the answers. You really don't. None of us do. We all need a team. And that you are willing to release yourself to new information, new networks, new resources, and that you're allowing yourself to learn new things. Why? Because you're getting new strategies. Why? So that you can now level up how you solve your problems. And as you level up, what's going to happen is that you're going to get sharper. You're going to get more excellent. You're going to get more problems solved, and you're going to see more progress and success in your life. So if this sounds so easy, Dr. Verna, why don't more people do this? Because we're afraid. We're afraid. We're afraid of letting go of what we know is successful. We're afraid of letting go of the past. And sometimes we're intimidated. We're intimidated by that new person, that new network, that really smart person who came into our life, who seems to really have a lot of amazing strategies that we just hadn't thought of. And so then we get intimidated, and then we step back from the resource as opposed to stepping to the resource. If you're going to level up, release yourself, release the past, both the past successes and failures, and allow yourself to embrace new networks, embrace new resources, embrace new strategies, and accomplish your goal, your vision at a whole other level. And you're going to have more fun too. All right. Thank you for joining me today for Dr. Verna's Virtues. Please do come back again next week and bring your friends and families with you. Let's go ahead and finish up with your personal power statement, because you need personal power to level up. Okay. Put your hand on your heart. And of course, you can find out more about me at drvernaprice.com. Visit my website. Send me a note. Love to hear from you. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something new and positive with my life by taking what? A new positive action step. So go ahead and take that action step and level up. See you next time. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
At Hy-Vee, we take pride in being part of the communities we serve. In 2021, we donated more than 14 million meals, and this year, we're committed to doing even more. For over 90 years, we've been the place that people turn in time of need, and we take that very seriously. That's why we're loading our semis full of food this week and making deliveries across the Midwest to help families this Easter. To join our effort, simply donate when you're at the checkout. Together, we can make a big difference for those in need.
Children's Minnesota, the leader in specialized healthcare for kids, is here to raise awareness, standards, the bar, the stakes, the question, the curtain. On raising kids' health to the highest priority, kids need equal access to healthcare, more pediatric expertise, a voice for change. Kids need us, all of us. So let's raise them up. Children's Minnesota, the kid experts.
OutSchool provides live online classes for kids. They offer academic classes as well as interest-based classes. The topics are so cool. Everything from art and fitness to physics, mindfulness, food, history. A lot of these topics are things that are not taught in your regular school. Check out their amazing classes. Your kids are gonna love it.
I love mealtime with my family, especially when my mom lets us help with cooking. We always have a good time mixing eggs and cutting the crust off bread for sandwiches. But I had no idea that eggshells and breadcrumbs could be recycled. Do you know that 20% of trash is food waste? But there is something we can do to get that number down. Ramsey County has a program that lets us recycle food. That's right. I gather up banana peels, orange peels, and meat scraps that I can find. Then once a week, I drop them off at Ramsey County's food scrap collection site, where it gets turned into compost for gardening, landscaping, and more. It doesn't cost my mom a dime, and I feel like I'm doing my part to save the planet. Recycling is for everyone, and it's easy to do. Just log on to RamseyRecycles.com to find out more.
For millions of Americans, the pandemic impacted our financial situations, and a lot of people lost their jobs. But that should not mean you have to lose your house if you can't pay for your mortgage. Listen, no need to feel ashamed if you missed a payment or 2 or 3, because there's a local organization that's willing to help you get caught up on those payments so you can keep your home. Let me tell you about the Minnesota Home Ownership Center. It's a nonprofit whose sole purpose is to prevent you from going into foreclosure. The Minnesota Home Ownership Center has a network of organizations around the state to review everything with you, explain your options, and then advocate for you to get the help you need. And get this, they won't charge you because it's all free. Check out hocmn.org or give them a call at 651-410-1086 to set up an appointment. You worked hard to get into that house. Let Minnesota Home Ownership Center help you stay in it.
All right, did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left, fake a mom. Mama, go up, mama!
She did it.
Again?
You can't avoid gravity, but United Healthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.